The decade that we remember as the Roaring Twenties, the 1920s, is known for vibrance, hope, and celebration. Innovations in electricity, telecommunications, and transportation were booming. The world was becoming smaller as the technologies of the day brought us all closer together. We had just lived through World War I and the Spanish flu pandemic, and people were ready to put those behind them and embrace the future with excitement and enthusiasm. Importantly, people were craving a sense of community. The technologies of the day helped to build community and strengthen team bonds. They say history doesn't repeat itself, but it does rhyme. As we work through our global pandemic and see light at the end of the tunnel, we again look to the upcoming decade, our Roaring Twenties, with anticipation of enthusiastic team building as we leverage our new technologies.
Thanks, Matt. And Claire, how are you going to celebrate your Roaring Twenties?
Well, thank you, Kimberly. You know, in the 1920s, people were ready to celebrate. They were ready to embrace new experiences, and they did. Experiences like the Charleston and speakeasies, and new technologies like the instant camera and the jukebox, and of course, television were all invented during the Roaring Twenties. So as we enter our 2020 Roaring Twenties, we can embrace new experiences too. We can start with our digital transformation. Yes, it was thrust on us by remote work and online shopping, but we now have an opportunity to create a new digital first future for our businesses, our employees, and our customers by making that digital transformation permanent. So let's move forward to create a digital first future, celebrate our Roaring Twenties, and come out with businesses that are stronger and more resilient in 2021. Back to you, Kimberly.
Thanks, Claire. And Patty, let's hear how you're going to celebrate your Roaring Twenties.
Thanks, Kimberly. This is an exciting time for all of us. The key in 2021 is to celebrate success, big things and small, as we keep moving the needle forward. Many of my clients had their best year yet, and they all attribute it to being customer focused during the pandemic. Zooming has proved to be a very effective tool. We can collaborate better, more often, and we have more immediate access to people. We can make things happen faster, and we can all celebrate success virtually, faster than ever before. Someone recently commented on how I send thank you cards and gifts and noted they found that unique. I found out recently my brother sends out 10 thank you cards a week to clients, colleagues, employees, and he has for decades. I think we should all embrace that. Celebrate your success and thank those around you. Turn your 2021 into the Roaring Twenties. And I can't wait to have our best year yet. Kimberly?
Thanks, Patty. I love that the 1920s had a spirit of new hope and new possibilities. There's a sense of joy, celebration. For example, for the first time ever, with a shortened work week and the affordability of a car, Americans were able to experience the vacation for the first time. Woohoo! Hard work was able to be paused and celebrated. I like to think, stepping into 2021, we have a bit of extra time on our hands too to celebrate. With most of us not commuting to an office, what positive things are you going to introduce into that extra time we have? Some of my clients are choosing to build connection with their families by laying out a puzzle on the dining room table. And as a family, they can sit down and enjoy, or as you take a break and walk through the family room, you can easily put in a piece and celebrate your completion. It's a shared experience and it's a fun project and it brings connection. Also, because we're not commuting, we're more accessible. And some of my clients are choosing to pick up the phone because studies show that when you pick up the phone, it's much more of an emotional connection and a personal connection than digital technology. We are actually happier people as a result, not only professionally, but personally. So I ask you, what new possibility of connection are you going to fill your extra time with and celebrate in 2021? So everybody, Matt, Claire, Patty, let's toast to this year, this beginning of our roaring 20s. Matt, you want to strengthen teams. Claire, you want to embrace new experiences. Patty, you want to extend new and great appreciation. And I say, let's choose emotional connection over digital interaction. Let's toast to the new roaring 20s.